Very impressed with that lady professor saying we the people are the government. We need to come forward and help each other and blame no one. Let's quickly cut across to the Met Department and listen into the latest.
चेन्नई में अभी विशेष बारिश आज सुबह समाप्त हुए 24 घंटे में वहाँ 2 से 3 सेंटीमीटर की बारिश हुई थी, 20 से 30 मिलीमीटर, जो कि लाइट रेनफॉल है। और आज सुबह से अभी बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश नहीं है, बिल्कुल हल्की बारिश है। रात में थोड़ी बारिश, हल्की बारिश की संभावना, लेकिन केंद्र जो है अभी मध्य के जिले ही है। As far as under the influence of the low pressure area which is now existing in the southwest Bay of Bengal of the Tamil Nadu coast, the rainfall is occurring in the central districts between Puducherry and Karaikal, and the heavy rainfall within this zone is occurring in the Kadalur district. So the districts of the Union Territory of Puducherry, Karaikal, Kadalur, Nagapattinam. These are the area where the heavy rainfall is occurring. As far as amounts, since this morning 8:30 is concerned, in the first 6 hours of the day, rainfall amounting around 4 to 5 centimeter has occurred in this part. Remaining parts of Tamil Nadu, there is no heavy amounts. Even Chennai is practically there is hardly any rainfall. In the past 24 hours, which finished at 8:30 of today, the highest amount of rainfall was measured at Kadalur, that is 135 millimeter. Puducherry about 70 millimeter, Karaikal about 60, and Nagapattinam around 70 millimeter. So this is the zone of activity of the rainfall.
How much is Puducherry?
Puducherry 70 millimeter. And this low pressure is, as per the forecast, not moving. It is rather oscillating over the same region. So there is the probability of getting interior parts of Tamil Nadu, excepting the hilly districts, is getting heavy rainfall is ruled out. So it remains confined only to the coastal regions.
How far from the coast is the system right now? Low pressure area or 250 kilometers?
Actually, being a low pressure area, it has a very wider domain. So to exactly pinpoint the distance is, but guess is that around 250 kilometers.
This is the same anticyclone?
No. It is now low pressure area. Low pressure. Yesterday it was a trough of low pressure, and there was upper air circulation. So in the common man's parlance, it has intensified since yesterday, as it has become a low pressure area now. So it has a more potential to produce rainfall, and fortunately more rain is occurring off the coast over the ocean. So that is a very good positive point. System though there, but it is precipitating over the ocean more, not on the land. So that's saving us.
No, if it's a trough like the previous system, you would have more rains on the coast, right? If it's a low pressure, then you will have some rain in the interior as well as it moves across.
If it moves.
Yes. So right now you are saying it is not moving much.
It is not moving, and then next 48 hours, after 48 hours it will weaken. But despite of weakening, the northeasterly flow and some instability as triggered by remnants of this, and the general circulations, as we discussed yesterday, will continue to give precipitation over entire Tamil Nadu.
What has been the total quantum of rainfall Chennai has received the last 2 days?
The total quantum on till today is 1558.9
From 1st October.
from 1st of October till
North-East monsoon season.
So that is the northeast monsoon season.
Could you repeat?
1559 millimeter. 59 millimeter. 859. Dr. Yadav says 1558.9 millimeter. So
Since when?
this is since onset of this northeast monsoon season, since 1st of October till 3rd of November. And if you want to have the recent episode, because Chennai has number of observatories, and if you catch hold of airport was 64.1 millimeter on time ending on 1st of December, and 345.1 millimeter on 2nd of December, and yesterday it was around 30 millimeter, around 30 millimeter. So
Heaviest. On second it was 300.5.
345.1. That was the heaviest
Fell.
in given
So that's in 24 hours.
24 hours.
345.1.
1 millimeter.
Yesterday was the heaviest.
Yesterday, the 0:30 IST ending on 2nd of December was the heaviest.
So what about the overall city, Chennai?
Overall city is, from the precipitation point of view, it is comfortable since yesterday. As I mentioned, it is only 2 to 3 centimeter rain has occurred in the past 24 hours. So this is light rainfall. So intermittent rainfall, it doesn't hinder too much, but the runoff which is coming, because runoff takes little longer time. There is a lag between rainfall occurring in the catchments and water flowing through the rivulets and coming to RDR. It takes time. So that is compounding the problem. And fortunately, the reservoirs are also devoid of heavy precipitation. Precipitation zone has shifted to the south of Chennai.
So the worst is over for Chennai.
Hopefully, let's pray, because as long as system is there, it is really very difficult to predict as to where the convection will start, what time. So it's the entire domain, as I mentioned. Fortunately, it is more on the ocean. If that rain is occurring on the land, it could be catastrophe. But normally, as we understand the characteristics of low pressure and the general circulation, you cannot presume that Chennai is now out of danger. You cannot. But central Tamil Nadu coast is more vulnerable.
Have you issued a warning for Kerala and Andhra Pradesh?
Andhra Pradesh, the southernmost districts of coastal AP, Chittoor, Nellore, etc., the warning was issued, and only for today. And the rainfall have been occurring. I think Nellore has received about 70 millimeter, and both the districts are receiving the rainfall. And Kerala also. Kerala, so far I have not have figures, but warning is issued only for Kerala?
Kerala.
Only for today.
But what we are expecting over Kerala, that this low pressure, which is there over southwest Bay of Bengal, will affect Tamil Nadu for the next 48 hours, as told by DGM. After that, it will enter in the interior region and may emerge in the Arabian Sea as a trough of flow. So that time, on day 4 and day 5, from today is the 3rd of December, so 4, 5, 6 and 7 December, it may cause some heavy rainfall over Kerala on 6 and 7 December.
So, because then winds become southwesterly and then orographic lifting by the Western Ghats, and that's a kind of forecast. So.
Kerala should prepare.
But are there southwesterlies now, right now?
No.
Kerala will not get as heavy rains as Tamil Nadu.
Kerala drainage is better, and it is not going to precipitate that much after the passage. So.
Because of greenery, there is probably
I just want to ask you, how many ARCs you have in Chennai? As of now? And what is the kind
Number
of
one is difficult to give.
I can come back to you on that.
Including, because we have
But you have
automatic
including-
weather stations also.
Yeah.
We have automatic
Because after tsunami, you plan to set up a lot of them, I believe, right? I mean, they're there now?
That number will let you know.
Will let you know. Presently, we also are devoid of communication. We are not getting any data.
Yeah.
So,
The power is everything.
since morning there is no communication.
You have also not been able to contact.
हम भगवान थोड़े ही हैं.
What about satellite?
गवर्नमेंट का तरफ से गवर्नमेंट का तरफ से कोई नहीं आया, कोई बताया भी नहीं कि ऐसा पानी आएगा. 1984 में हुआ 3 फुट पानी घर के अंदर, बस उसके बाद कुछ नहीं. और 1984 के बाद अभी कोई कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं, कुछ नहीं. हमारा 3 गाड़ी खत्म. गाड़ी में तो छोड़ो, क्या है? चप्पू मार के जाएगी. घर खत्म हो गया. अंदर जाएगा तो नहीं जाएगा, नहीं जाएगी नहीं. ओके, क्या सॉल्यूशन क्या उसको निकालना है? कितना अंदर चल रहा है? दीवार चला गया. क्या करना पड़ेगा? व्हीलचेयर पे है, ऑक्सीजन चाहिए. वो खाना भी नहीं है, उसका घर में कुछ भी नहीं है. एक बिस्किट पैकेट भी नहीं मिला किसी से. यार वो इसके लिए एक काम करो यार, इसके लिए NDRF वाला था ना वो
बाद है. That is there so many guys are heavy, so it is not moving that much.
कैसे अरे लाएगा कैसे? स्विमिंग करके तू जा. ओए वो कहाँ गया? अपना टायर वगैरह नहीं रखे इसमें हमने.
And these are live images of a rescue operation underway. The Madras Regiment column in a colony. They are going from house to house looking for people to rescue. And as that lady was just telling my colleague Manjeet Negi that they had absolutely no idea this situation could become so bad. There was no warning, there was no alert, and suddenly it started pouring. You also heard the Met Department there. It's not yet all clear. Hopefully things will improve in the next couple of days. We'll continue to track that story very closely. A quick break, back with the headlines and our top stories. Keep watching India Today.
Alright, the DMK chief has given out a statement, and the statement reads, I quote, "It has rained heavily in the past 24 hours and more rainfall has been predicted."
Hello and welcome to another episode of Gadgets and Gizmos. My name is Gaurav Prethi and they call me Looks Matter, they say, and then you realize that was the first sign of trouble. I fell for those looks. Anyway, OnePlus